What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? I never really know what to say after saying what's up. It's me, your boy. Please help me. Today I'm going to share my upcycling process. There's a couple of things I want to make. I want to try something new. I want to make a pencil case. I have so much stationery sitting in a little pile on my desk. So I need a pencil case, and I've been looking online to see if I could just buy one. I liked the look of this one made from denim, and that sort of inspired me to think if I can literally make this myself. I don't need to spend $35 on Amazon. I mean, Bezos, need no share in this. I can do it myself. I'm not sure if you can see in the background here, there's a whole milk crate full of spare denim. That's what we're working with. I'm gonna make it sort of a patchwork design. I don't want it to be like too big, but I want it to be big enough that it holds everything. I've got the Gosha Yeezy on. I've also got my Yeezy pods. They might look stupid, but they give me a +12 crafting rating. Pretty ridiculous how much material I have here. So I'm thinking the majority of this can be like a nice light blue. That's the vision I see. It's maybe a little overkill with the material preparation. Spoiled for choice. I think if we use this as the basis of our structure, there's no real formula for doing patchwork. Kind of just feel it out as I go. What I try and do is find the most interesting features on the scraps, things like natural distressing, original dye color. Look at that from a heel drag. That would be so good to put in there. Even pockets and zips, raw edges. For this one, I'm keeping it pretty simple. What I've settled on before I've sewn anything together, I feel like I can work with this. Now I have to unpin it all and iron everything flat. This is what we're working with. Just a patchwork square. I'll cut it into the proper square when I've sewn all the pieces together. There's more than enough material here. Just the vision, I'm letting it come together. Sewing the under patches first, the ones that'll be on the very bottom. I've also hit it with a double stitch. I want it to be distressed. Now I'll sew these top patches on. That will be one panel finished. One done, simple and easy. Way too big, or the length I actually need, but I'll cut it down, and now I need to just make a second one, and then a smaller one, maybe half the size of this, to go in the center for the pockets. I tend to underestimate just how long it takes to piece something together when you're ironing all the pieces so they're flat, then trying to figure out what patches work best in the mix of all the other patches. It does take a lot of time. Here are the finished panels, and now I just need to cut them down to size. Start with that, and then I've got these snap fasteners to put on each corner. I've got to figure out which side is the front and the back. 6.3 by 8. Why did I make them so big to begin with? We're gonna make it a square. I've changed my mind. This is what we're working with. Front and the back, when it's all folded up, there'll be a little pocket here. That'll be the inside. Start with putting the pocket on first. That's what I wanted right there. I'll do some extra stitches down the middle. When it folds in half, there'll be another 2 pockets. Just have to figure out how... Oh shit. Now I need something else for all these fucking things. Fuck this one up. Finally, buttons. That works pretty well. The zips I want to use for this are already preoccupied. Here's a bag I made from recycled denim, Versace branding patch. Just on a thrifted pair of jeans, I thought it would look cool on a bag. The bag is too small. Literally worn it once, almost 2 years ago. So I won't be using this bag. I'm gonna salvage the zips. These are taken off a Calvin Klein camera bag. They're nice, like heavyweight zips. I also have these woven labels. Probably salvage the rest of this, make something else. I think we'll just put that on the side there. That works pretty well, doesn't look the worst. Just finished putting the zips on, locked them into place. I've realized it's on the wrong side. This is not how it's supposed to be. I don't know how I did that. Thankfully, I haven't fully sewn it up yet. You know what Rob Boss said? Happy accidents. I've just removed the zips and I've pulled off the zip part. Getting this back on is gonna take so long. Look at that. Actually so relieving. Big fixed it up. But when it's folded, the zips will be on the top. I need to sew down each side and sew down the middle. Finally finished. Took me all day. I was pretty skeptical of the design choice, but after finishing, that looks pretty good. Even with my little label being sort of an awkward off center, I feel like that looks great. I like that. I like that a lot. Look how fun this is gonna be. It scratches an itch. The desk is looking clean. Now I'm thinking I want to make a tote bag with the same sort of distressed patchwork design. No inspiration reference required for this one. I'm planning to launch my online store again soon. I thought I'd film the process of making something that will be available online. This will definitely be a lot easier. Try and use a few more interesting materials. Things like pockets, zips, whatever this bit is called. For the lining, I have this navy blue Montague Paris. I want to say jeans because they feel like denim. It has this metal engraved flower signet. I'm definitely going to include that. Let's get into it. Might quickly iron everything. That was fast as How sick is this thing? I need incense before we start. Totes are pretty simple to sew together. The most time-consuming part about this piece is patching together the panels. They're bigger in size so I can make it more interesting, but it is time-consuming without a prepared design. One side done. I can't really tell if I like it. Anything is subject to change. I think I'll just go with this for now and start on the second panel. I don't know if I like this particular color. Not a part of the vision. There's a little palm tree embroidered. I'm not feeling that either. Didn't really know where to start with this one, but now we're cooking. I think each side took about 30 minutes. Most of it is trial and error. I started the second side before this scene and I ended up pulling it all apart. Didn't feel right, but we ended up with a nice panel. I think that does it. I like this side better so far. Heaps of material there. They're both quite consistent with the colors used. Now I just need to cut these down to size and then cut out the straps. Probably the easiest part of the whole thing. The lining is pretty easy too. Just need to split the seam down the middle. And then cut out the right size. Almost forgot about this metal belt loop. I'll get that off and find a belt loop amongst my scraps. This is really nice. Not something you see very often. It was the only reason I even thrifted these pants. That's a nice addition to the bag. Maybe in the center or off to the side. That actually looks nicer there. Good spot for it up towards the top. You can hang stuff off there. Adding your keys. Maybe a little Hello Kitty bag hanger. Put my label on the inside of the lining and add in a snap button before I sew anything together. It worked, but I didn't get it on right. I messed that one up. That's in there pretty well. Probably stop with the hammer though. It's like 9 o'clock. I'm gonna sew the straps together first. Turning them inside out can be such a pain. It took way longer than I thought it would to turn them inside out. I don't know why I struggle so much, but we got there. And I sew down either side, make sure they're nice and secure. Adds a little bit more of a professional finish. Now I can finally sew the rest of it together and we're almost done. I'm not sure about the straps. I feel like they will look better if they were slightly darker. I'll just go with it. It's not a clashing color. The only thing left to do is to sew all the pieces together. Probably just another 20 minutes left working on this, which is good because it's 10:30. Power through the rest, take a look at it tomorrow. See how I feel. I think it looks pretty good overall. Mostly happy with the design. The only thing I would change or improve is add the darker straps. My groceries are here. Got that bag. As a whole, it came out really nice. So it's 14 by 15, a pretty good size for a standard tote bag. Variety of different grades of denim. Majority being Levi's, completely lined with a heavyweight cotton. The snap button on the inside, belt loop on the outside. I think that's my favorite part. And a little coin pocket showing Calvin Klein branding. I put this zip on it, doesn't actually go anywhere, and that's that. I am currently working on my online store. This bag and a few other items will be available. If you decide to make something yourself, show it to me, tag me on Instagram or send it to me in a DM. I'd like to see what other people are making. It was really good to see you here. That was the best. Didn't we have the best time? Thanks for hanging out. Hope you're keeping well. I'll see you guys in another video.